皆さんこんにちは. It's me, Shogo.
And Harumi.
Guys, look at this.
Ooh.
The beautiful Nijo Castle in Kyoto. One of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. I'm sure if you've ever been to Kyoto or if you're hoping to come to Kyoto someday, Nijo Castle is absolutely one of the places you would know about, you would search and find information about. But we were very honored. But every year, well, not just once actually, but a couple of times, sometimes every year. But the Nijo Castle collaborates with this company called Naked. It's literally called Naked. Yeah, but they collaborate with the company, which what should I say, hosts these kind of events, these light up events.
Yeah,
you know, and
super famous.
Exactly. This gentleman was actually in charge of taking us around, but they invited us. Yeah, they invited us one day before the whole event starts. It lasts about a month, right? Until August 24th or something like that.
Yes.
And then so it started on July 24th, but on July 23rd we were actually invited to come as one of the influencers that's going to be helping out with the promotions. And they've been doing it since 2017 actually. Yeah, so they've been pretty popular. A lot of people know about them. We've, whenever us people living in Kyoto, when we move past by Nijo Castle, we would see the light ups and we'd be like, oh, it looks so cool, kind of thing, you know? Yeah, so we often see, but was it, I think, for me, I think it was probably my first time taking part in this event. Have you been to before?
No, I've just watching or seeing everybody on Instagram.
Yeah.
Not only
a lot
Nijo
of people
Castle.
has been going. Yeah.
Yeah, not only Nijo Castle, there are some temples and
Yeah. I think Arashiyama is also really popular with light ups at this season.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was great. They invited us, and I went in
awesome.
my yukata, and
beautiful.
Yeah, and what's great is that they don't repeat the same thing over and over. Every single time they have a different theme.
Yeah.
So every time you go, it's different. So I really think this company, this Naked, this Naked company, is very
naked.
Should I say very naked, very creative.
Very nice.
Why did you say very naked? What does that mean?
Yeah, I just thought I really like this name, company's name, like Naked dot, like super cool.
Yeah.
So I just Naked meets Nijo. Castle.
That's right. So this is actually kind of part of helping out with the promotion, this podcast too. If you guys ever have a chance to come to Kyoto during this time. But they also said they're planning something this autumn as well.
Yeah, they had this the spring. They had the cherry blossom theme.
Oh, cool.
This spring, and then this summer. And
then autumn too. Wow. They're doing more and more every year than I think. Yeah. Maybe it's all 4 seasons or something.
Maybe, yeah.
Could be. But anyways, this is kind of like your image of the light ups. So if you ever have a chance to be in Kyoto when they're holding these events, I would highly recommend it. It was so beautiful.
And it has such a good smell.
Yeah. They actually had some aroma.
Yeah, really,
in the air
really
too.
relaxing.
So the scent there in the area was beautiful too. You can see.
Oh yeah, we don't
fireflies.
say smell, right?
Yeah, smell sounds like it smells bad.
Stink.
Sometimes. I mean it's okay. You can say smell. Yeah.
Really?
No, it doesn't always have a bad meaning, but I would personally say scent.
Yeah.
But anyways, so it was amazing activity, and the Nijo Castle itself is already beautiful, right? I mean, it's the castle where the Tokugawa family's rule started and ended. Yeah, it's really famous for that. But the castle itself is already beautiful without the lightings and everything. Yeah, but with the lightings, even better. And what's great is that they, of course, are welcoming families too. It's very family friendly on the whole project itself. And also, what I love about it is that even if you slowly go through everything, it doesn't even take an hour, to be honest.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it once we get to it later on. But there's places where you can eat and drink, and there were a little bit of some festival vendors too, where you get to do some traditional, should I say,
Natsumatsuri.
Summer festival related small vendor games and all that kind of stuff too, which was really cool. You get to really experience Japanese culture there as well. Which is perfect for kids, I would say. So it was, while we were, Harumi's the cameraman, of course, right now, but Yeah, we were saying that if we had our kids with us, it would have been really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, yeah, please, we highly recommend it. It only takes less than an hour. Yeah, entry fee is not expensive at all. Yeah. It depends on, of course, the event per event, but it's just like a maybe like maximum a few thousand yen or something like that, you know. So it's not a big problem at all, and it's definitely worth it. Yeah, couples will be a very romantic, walk together. Families would be a very exciting adventure. Yeah, so.
And I love it when you come to Kyoto or like visiting, traveling, and you can have like something to do at night.
Oh, exactly. That's one of the things. So yeah, they were saying the gentleman who's guiding us is a worker who's working for Naked, and he was saying that this project is one of the purposes of this project is to keep everyone in Kyoto at night, because there's this. It's not true, but a lot of people believe that there's no nightlife in Kyoto. There's stuff to do, of course, but compared to like Osaka, I mean, Osaka is crazy, right? It's the city of the merchants, you know, and
the image is
there's so much more absolutely than compared to Kyoto, but that doesn't mean that Kyoto doesn't have anything to do. Yeah, so what's really sad is that a lot of people, of course, come to Kyoto, but they only come during the day, and their hotels are in Osaka, so they can do stuff at night in Osaka, you know. Yeah, so they come during the day but go back to Osaka, so they you use more money in Osaka. That means so for Kyoto City, the people of Kyoto want more people to stay in Kyoto, so we will all go to restaurants or go to the bars or go to these events in Kyoto, not in Osaka. or other places.
And Osaka is super crowded.
That's another thing too. Yeah, that's another thing too. But yeah, Kyoto and Nara both have this problem of getting their customers, I guess, guests stolen from Osaka. There's another reason why they were doing this. Yeah, I don't get it at all though. Like night in Osaka, I guess it's fun for like one night, but it's crazy though there. Yeah, it's way too many people. Yeah, and sometimes Osaka at night would be less safe too, to be honest, my image. Yeah, there are some it could get a little bit crowded and troublesome, I guess you could say sometimes.
Because there's too many like random people.
Yeah, exactly. Kyoto is much quieter, I personally believe, at least. But anyways, with that said, guys, while you guys enjoy the beautiful scenery, this week has been a lot of fun. Actually, I've been doing so many things. So one of the things, of course, is this, as you can see here, us going to the Nijo castle. But just a quick update before we move on to what we want to talk about today. But finally, there has been someone who made an official order from Shogo's Katana Shop to order a custom-made katana through Gensho-san.
Yay!
Thank you so much. I will not be saying their name or anything. Yeah, but we finally got an official order, and we've been I've been receiving a lot of messages, of course, about it, but when they actually find out about the price, which is, of course, very expensive, as I've explained many times in my videos, a lot of people will be like, oh, that's the price, then, you know what, I will contact you again someday. It kind of happens every single time. So I get like 100 messages, and, maybe I might get one person who's serious. That's the image, And this time we actually had someone serious. They're going to be making, their wish was to make a katana that could be basically cherished as a family treasure for generations. And so Gensho-san, again, the sword workshop that I always work with the three swordsmiths, are going to be making the perfect piece for them. We actually even did a Zoom call.
Beautiful,
We did Zoom call, talked for about an hour, tried to dig into what they want to create, and we try to get as much details as possible, all that kind of stuff. So that was really, really fun. I'm really excited. It's going to take the whole project of making the katana for them is going to take about 2 years and a half, actually. It's going to take a long time, but it's definitely worth it. And they were saying that they're going to be filming along the way as they make it, so they can share the videos too with the guest who orders, so they can kind of see the progress. Because otherwise, you'd be like, please wait for 2.5 years, and you see no progress in you. You probably forget about it. So so that's what we're going to be doing. So that's really a really, really good thing.
I love their videos. the videos they shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
beautiful.
beautiful.
As if they're like, hiring professionals.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah.
One of the swordsmiths he says it's his hobby, but the quality is way too high as a hobby, to be honest. Yeah, but yeah, he takes
cool.
videos and pictures and stuff too. Yeah. See, one of probably the best scenes in Nijo Castle. We're talking about the other video right now, but yeah. So this is actually the wall on a castle. It's the wall, the side of the castle is to prevent enemies from coming into the castle. But they use it as basically a wall for the projection mapping. So. Yeah, they use it as a screen, basically, which is really, really creative, I felt.
Yeah.
Beautiful fireworks and the koi, the fish, the catfish, and there were boats and flags and different colors and all that kind of stuff, It was beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, the movie or the mapping, production mapping was not too long, just
3 minutes.
30 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds in between and then 3 minutes again. Yeah, so you don't have to like wait for a really long time for it to start. And once it does start, the kids won't get bored, while watching it in between. So I think that's really see, these are the things what I really like about the corporation Naked. They really know their guests, understand their guests. A lot of many companies, who run these so-called events. Sometimes the people who are in charge don't really have kids.
Oh.
And they say like, okay, our events are family friendly, and they don't know anything about kids, Or like, we are like, when Japanese people say barrier free. So like we're really friendly to people who are like have to ride wheelchairs, for example. And or if you're using like a cane, you have to walk like that. And our event is really friendly to people who are in need of help. And when you actually go there, there are like stairs, like, how are we supposed to go up this thing?
No chairs.
No place to rest or sit, all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
But Naked, they do a great job. They really understand what it's like having a family or having kids and how they would react, or how what kind of atmosphere would be romantic for couples to come. I think everything is really perfectly under their calculation. I think so. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. All right. So back to talking about what we have been recently. This I will talk about at the end because it's really interesting. My birthday. There we go.
Oh yeah,
that's one thing
happy
we talked
birthday.
about. Thanks. It's been the point of recording has already been 4 days since my birthday was past, but yeah, so many people. Hadami gave me a beautiful bag that I can use for when I'm wearing kimono. Yeah, that was amazing. Kurosawa Sensei, who is one of the Shihandai instructors, and Asayama Ichiden-ryu actually gave me a beautiful kozuka that he actually fixed himself. Tsukada Sensei gave me chocolate potato chips for some reason. It's 40 degrees in Japan right now in summer. My birthday's in summer, right? July 27th. And he gave me a box of chocolate potato chips. But don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The chocolate is really high brand chocolate by this Royce. So it's really high quality, very delicious. It's really good. But I have to bring that from Ibaraki all the way to Kyoto, which is like a 3-hour train ride. And it's summer, so.
I think the chocolate and potato chips is very choice. Yeah, as a souvenir.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. But I just wanted to know why he suddenly came up with this idea to give you as a present.
I have no clue. I've never told him that I like chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean,
chips.
I've never eaten chips in front of him before. I don't know where the idea came from, but. Yeah, the kids love it, so it's good though.
Yeah, I love it too. I just cannot stop it.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess that's a good thing. But so
thank you so much.
My mother gave me something too. My sister gave me stuff too.
Yeah. And actually, Yuki, my sister, is preparing for something too.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
And she hasn't sent anything yet though.
Because it took some time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I had a couple of friends too sending me stuff as well.
Because we are going to Fukuoka someday, right? So
exactly. We are.
I told her like it's okay to. Yeah.
And on my birthday, I actually had a no performance.
That's
right. Which Harumi and the kids all came Yeah, originally we were supposed to find a babysitter, but we couldn't, so we had to take all 3 of our kids to the performance.
Was a good idea.
But it wasn't bad though. The thing is that my sensei, Yamada Sensei, my sensei in no theater that I've been training with for 7 years now, I think. Yeah, he has 2 kids too. He has 2 sons. Yeah, who are his older son is 1 year older than Hinata, I think, and his second child is exactly the same age as Nagi.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. So yeah, the kids were just tagging around, playing around. Yeah, the huge problem with Zen. Yeah, Zen is always going crazy, So yeah, but once we took care of him, Harimi was able to take videos of me, which you guys might have saw on my Instagram page, where I posted the whole performance, of the shimai, the dance, and the singing. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. It went well. Yeah. And we had a lot of sushi, to celebrate my birthday, and it was a lot of fun. Very, very fun. All right. And I actually was in Ibaraki for filming for Let's Ask Seki Sensei, and I just got back. And there's one more thing. Yeah, just today, just a little bit while back. But I'm first time probably going to be officially working as a guide, tour guide. Yeah, so there was a guest, someone who asked me, like, Shogo, could you be my tour guide? And there's been a lot of people who've been asking me that actually, but I've been rejecting it every time because I don't have enough time first of all to plan like a tour for that person, like for an individual, a private tour for someone, I don't have time. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the connections with such people who would help me out with all that kind of stuff, So yeah, considering that, I was like, oh, I would love to do that, but I'm not really, into the tour guiding kind of stuff. But this time, this person who contacted me was like, I really want you to help me out, and it's a special occasion. I'm bringing my family, all that kind of stuff. I was like, okay, if you say so. Then I actually, the reason why I was able to say yes to his request was because recently I'm starting to make more and more connections with companies who make these tours, basically coordinate private tours. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I actually know one place that might help you out. So I connected, and I was actually like, if you like the tour that they make, I could actually be the guide for you if they let me, Yeah, so he was like, yeah, let's do that. And so his family are going to be going to other prefectures, but when he's in Kyoto, I'll be doing the guide for him. Yeah, so who is going to be asking me which company I'm actually asking for the tour, when I'm going to be doing the tour guide? These are information, of course, all secret. But I just want to let you know that this is a huge step forward for us. And Harimi is actually going to be involved as well. So Harimi's kimono projects and everything all related to that, they're actually really interested in kimono as well. So I was like, well, if kimono, I know the perfect person. So yeah, Harimi and her projects that she's working together with Snell Sensei, Harimi Sensei in kimono dressing, are going to be helping us as well, collaborating together. And it'd be great if the company that we're working with, the tour guide company, they handle VIP, VVIP customers, and people who are like, I have unlimited amount of budget, basically. Just say the number, I'll pay it, kind of. So yeah, it'd be great if
so cool.
they like our kimono services that we provide. And if they do, we might be able to serve other guests too in the future. Even if they're not guests that I know of, So and in the future, if there are any other guests who ask me, like, Shogo, could you be my tour guide? I think I'll be able to connect with them. There's actually one more tour company that we know of, right? That we're really good friends with. I think they could probably do tours that are a little bit cheaper. So I think it's gonna be probably those 2 companies that we can ask. The other company that could probably provide the cheaper tours, we haven't actually done a collaboration like this before. I think we can ask them. And then I'll be able to say, so guys, if you want me to be a tour guide for you, just let me know, and just you'll be able to contact these guys or these guys, and they might prepare a tour for you. And if I can fit in, consider my schedule and everything too, because I might be somewhere else too, because I'm not just a tour guide. If I could fit in, I might be able to do something for you. And even if not, I'll be able to let the people who I really trust very much to handle your tours. So I think I might be making such a page on our website. We're actually making this new website for Shogo and Harimi's everything basically. So we're going to be selling our kimono there. We're going to be introducing all of our events and all that kind of stuff that we recommend the most, and everything's going to be there. The website already exists.
Yeah.
Actually. But the only thing there right now is like the events that we hold. And we're going to be putting up the kimonos and everything very soon. And I'm sure if we're going to be welcoming these requests for tours, I think we're going to be doing that there at Chuso. Yeah. By the way, it passed by already, but earlier was the vendor we were talking about where you can buy the food and the drinks. There's these small tables with the light bulbs, cute light bulbs. And in the back, you can see, parts of the castles and everything. Beautiful, isn't it? It was unbelievable. I was like walking into a dream,
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you guys like my yukata too. Oh, there was actually some beer, yeah.
Beer
too.
And shaved
ice. Shaved ice, kakigori. Yeah, shaved ice from last week too, right? Yeah, last week we were eating shaved ice too, but they were actually having some there too. Look at that gate, guys. Wow. And the back of my head. And the back of my head. Yeah, this is the area where we get to do the summer festival related stuff, Yeah, so you guys can watch that as we continue. All right, so
I love this space.
The
technology and culture, beauty are all get together.
Yeah, that's right. All right, now with that said, one thing we wanted to talk about today was there was one video that I posted on Instagram and on YouTube that actually went pretty viral, actually. Yeah, it's getting quite a lot of views. And it was me without speaking. It was just subtitles on the screen, but it started off with what people say to me when I'm wearing kimono in Kyoto. Yeah. And I introduced a couple of things that a lot of people tell me when I'm wearing kimono outside in Kyoto. And the number one thing is, wow, you look really cool. Did your wife dress you in your kimono?
This is just
there's
every time.
Almost every time, 99% of the time when I meet someone new, they'd be like, oh, you're wearing kimono, your wife must have dressed you, I'm like, no, I've been wearing kimono longer than my wife. I'm wearing it for about 10 years now, When I started wearing kimonos, I had never been touched a kimono before. Yeah, that's how it started, So that's like, for example, number one. Number two would be like, oh no, you're wearing kimono, it must be really, really hot, But no, the kimonos aren't that hot, to be honest. It's not that different from other types of clothing. Yeah, considering, no air conditioning in the past, still very, very hot in Japan. Why would Japanese people be wearing kimonos if it was that terrible, right? It's just physically impossible if that was the case. Yeah. And what was the other stuff? There are other people who, this is a good thing, but they call me a kabuki actor. Because kabuki actors are kind of like...
Such a compliment.
Yeah, that's a huge compliment because kabuki actors are basically definitions of being cool and fashionable and trendy, all that kind of stuff.
Traditional.
So, traditional too, yeah, exactly. They're actors, so people on stage. So if I look like one, that's a huge compliment. Thank you so much, that kind of stuff.
You do look like... actor, like traditional actor.
Yeah, I'm really happy. If you want to look like that, I think what's really important is, first of all, number one, if you're wearing your kimono properly, getting the points right. The couple of points I've introduced before, like the back of your neck, the ratio of your collar, the positioning of your belt, the seichushin, the center of the back, all these things. If you get these things right, and number five, the last thing will be your posture. Posture is everything. How you walk. These are the points. Like for people like us, like Harumi and I, when we see a person wearing a kimono, just by looking at the posture and how they walk, we can immediately notice if they do anything or not.
Yeah.
If they're just a tourist wearing a kimono, or if they are, you probably have experience in something. It could be Nihon Buyo, like dancing. It could be tea ceremony. It could be Budo, like us, training Asayama Ichiden-ryu. But we can see it in one glance, to be honest. Yeah. So it's probably that. But yeah. Now with that said, a lot of videos have been popping up on our Instagram and stuff like too. Other kimono influencers, like influencers, content creators who talk about kimonos, who dress, in kimonos and coordinate kimonos, sell kimonos, all that kind of stuff. Them making similar videos too, what stuff people would say to them when they're wearing kimonos outside. And when you are a woman or when you are a foreigner, for example, these are, there's a lot of different experiences, right? And some people were saying that, again, there's the Kimono Police who come up to you and try to forcibly fix your kimono, even though you're, breaking in a way breaking the traditional rules on purpose to make it more fashionable. You know, they come up to you without saying anything and try to fix your clothing, the way you tie your belt or the angle of your whatever, you know, all that kind of stuff. There are people who suddenly start touching your kimono. They say like, oh, is this silk? You know, if it is silk, then don't touch it because you can't wash it that easily, right? You have to go and ask a professional and pay them a lot of money to wash it. They suddenly start touching the fabric. Oh, look, is this silk? You know, there's literally like just tons of these old ladies who do that, you know, to them. And otherwise there were people who are like saying that, oh, that, you know, saying out loud where they can hear it, then be like, oh, that person is not wearing their kimono properly, you know, that kind of stuff behind their back, which the person can still hear them, you know, that kind of stuff happening. Yeah, so I wanted to ask Harumi, like, if we were talking a little bit about this before, actually, but any experiences that you typically have?
Yeah, if I'm gonna say, like, some, not bad thing, like, that's not happy.
Negative.
Negative, negative. I want to say negative. Then might be the Kimono Police.
Yeah.
I think there no people, not any people gonna touch my kimono.
Okay.
But yeah, some like old lady would come up to say like, why are you choosing this kimono with this obi or like
combinations? Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes like I know. I know all the rules, but sometimes because I was teaching yukata, and after that I taught how to tie the fukurobi.
Because you're a sensei,
yeah, right. And there was no time to fix it because I need to go the next place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those things happens, right? Yeah,
and you're just walking outside to get home.
Yeah.
You're not, you know, giving anyone any trouble or anything, you know. So
then some people will come up to say, okay, hi, your combination is wrong.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, like basically, like you're wearing a very casual kimono with a very formal obi, for example.
Yes.
Which would be a strange combination.
Yeah, it's like you're combining like a dress with a denim cardigan or like a denim jacket.
Yeah. It's got you're wearing a dress and you're wearing basically like sports shoes kind of thing. For example, something like that, right?
So that I can say that's a little bit negative. Yeah. Or one more thing, then it like you look a little bit hot. How to say? Is it hot in your kimono? Yeah. That happens like every single day kind of thing. Right, every time.
For me too.
But every time I will say it's not actually like I think I can tell them like kimono is not really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's actually really comfortable wearing.
Absolutely, very comfortable, especially once you get used to it. You know?
Yeah, they're going air through the kimono. I think I've talked about this topic before, but yeah. But without those negative things, mostly they will say, "Wow, your kimono is beautiful," or "Your kimono, you always wearing kimono beautifully," or "This kimono looks so good on you," or something like that. Yeah, basically, or this compliment.
No, that is a compliment for Harumi, right? Yeah, because Harumi is a very generous person. But the elderly generations, when it comes to these traditional things, and I understand that the generations like my grandmother's generations, women were like forced to do certain things, like to get ready to become a wife, you know, traditionally, right? To become a wife, they had to do kimono, they had to do tea ceremony, flower arrangements. These were a must. Calligraphy, they had to do these things to become a wife someday because that was the purpose of their lives, you know, in the past, with my grandparents' generations. So of course they do have certain amount of knowledge about these things. So it's understandable that they'd be like, they see a younger generation and they'd be like, oh, you're doing a great job kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. They don't know what that person is doing that person might look young, like maybe in their 30s, maybe in their early 40s. From a 70s, 80s person's point of view, they might look young. Yeah. But they could be a Nihonbuyo instructor. They could be a kitsukeshi, like a kimono dresser. Professional, has been active for 10, 20 years now. And they are just a lady who could wear kimonos like a few decades ago. Nowadays they don't even probably remember anything. And they'd be like, oh, you're doing a great job, like you don't even know who this person is. It'd be really weird. Like if you like in the past you were forced to learn something as a hobby basically, and then you're now an elderly person and you see a young person doing something and you'd be like, oh, you're doing a great job. What if they're a professional at that, right? like let's say cooking. Women were forced to learn how to cook in the past, okay? And then they become elderly and they come up to a professional chef who runs a restaurant and they go up to them and they're like, oh, you're doing really good at cooking. That'd be really weird, right? Yeah, but they feel that they have the right to say that. I think that's probably one of the very unpleasant moments that we would often experience,
I almost forgot about this because it's
that's
just
the reason why I wanted to
super.
remind you.
Yeah, it's just super natural, and you often.
Yeah.
It's super often I heard this as a compliment.
Yeah, they don't have any ill intentions. That's for sure.
Yeah, they will say like just like I just say, yeah, yours looks so beautiful. You look,
exactly.
you're wearing kimono so beautifully, while you're such a young, like young lady. Yeah.
Even though you're young, you're doing a great job, kind of thing.
Even though you're young, this sentence will come up.
Yeah, like again, as I said, like you don't know what kind of life this person has lived,
And also, like, because it's summer. So, is there any like omatsuri festival?
Oh, that's the one thing I missed out from the video I made too.
Yeah. Like, every time I took a bus or like a car, taxi, or subway,
every time heading over to a festival kind of thing.
Yeah. Every time they will ask, is there any festival or something? Are you going out?
Oh, I forgot the other one too. Are you a tourist? Yeah, that's another thing too that people always say.
Yeah. Where are you from? Kind of thing.
Yeah, where are you from? We've been living in Kyoto for 13 years now. I was actually born here. Yeah. Like don't. Yeah, so when you're wearing kimono, I guess, people assume you to be doing something or, being someone in a way, I guess. Yeah. I don't know why they would want to come up to a person and speak in that way, though. I have no clue why they would want to do that.
Because there are less and less people wearing kimono.
I guess because we're rare.
Yeah.
They would want to bring that up as a topic to start talking about, I guess.
And if the kimono we wear is like a plain iromuji kind of thing, it looks like you're doing like a tea ceremony, you look like a tea master, or you look like a teacher of something. But what the kimono we wear are usually like really fancy or like a something we wear as a like fashion or hobby.
Yeah. So
I can't understand. It looks like tourists enjoying the kimono culture. Yeah, because they're it's the same kimono, right? But both of us are working as a kimono dresser or kimono like instructor. So the kitsuke is beautiful, right? As a teacher, it's obvious.
It has to be.
It has to be, yeah. So it might looks really. It looks like a different person dressed you.
Oh, makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
That could be one thing too.
It's not rough at all. Yeah.
But if you were to see, I don't know about me to be honest, guys, but if you see Harumi in her kimono and how she walks and moves in her kimono and assumes Harumi as a tourist, you definitely don't know anything about kimonos because you don't have the eyes to properly judge who is a tourist and who's not,
Yeah.
So, yeah. But exactly, those are some things that we experience all the time. Yeah, when we were in kimonos. Yeah. The other day too, I was actually I don't know if I should ever talk about this, but yeah, I guess especially people in Kyoto, who have very high pride and they're like, being a Kyoto person is like their brand, basically.
Oh.
And I talked about this many times. Like in the beginning of Let's Ask Shogo, I made a video saying that why Japan hates Kyoto, you know, and it's a bit exaggerated, of course, but part of it is true. Yeah, they very easily look down against younger people or stuff like that. It's in their blood. It's in their what's next after konnichiwa is almost like that, basically.
Oh,
that's how
yeah.
Oh, you look so young, but you can do this and all that kind of stuff. And
what
the other day too, I actually met this lady, and I handed her my name card, you know, and my name card I have a couple of things. I write down a couple of things that I do, and one of the things is that I wrote that I'm a men's kimono instructor. You know, and of course, men's kimono instructors. To be honest, there aren't almost any people who do that. Yeah, maybe there may be some people in Japan, but men's kimono dressing, to be honest, is really easy. Yeah, so not that many people will call themselves I'm an instructor in men's kimono. Women's kimono takes a lot of time, right? How do you study for an year to finally get to that position? So that's understandable. But men's kimono is not that difficult. So that's the reason why not that many people, you know, call themselves that. But the reason why I still want to call myself that is because even though it's easy, a lot of people think it's hard.
Yeah.
And even though it's easy, a lot of people don't dress themselves correctly. You know, so that's the reason why I want to say that I'm an instructor. So if there's anyone in trouble, you know, if they feel like I'm wearing it properly, you know, I'm not that confident, especially because, you know, I'm not Japanese, for example, and I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to be rude to the culture, you know, but I don't have anyone to ask. So I don't, you know, I'm just going to give up. You know, that's really sad, right? But if I continue calling myself I'm a men's kimono instructor, they now know who to ask. That's the reason why I want to live up to that name too. That's a really good way to do it. You know, you basically boost yourself by giving yourself a name, a title first. Yeah, so that's the reason why I do it. And this old lady, probably in her late 60s or something, she took a look at my name card and she said, "Men's kimono instructor. Like, who needs a men's kimono instructor in front of my face?"
Such a rude person.
Yeah. Born in Kyoto. Born in Kyoto. Yeah, it's raised in Kyoto. Nice. And another thing, so she was asking me, it's kind of like a businessman meeting kind of thing, basically. And we were, and I was also talking about, so what do you do? And I was like, I actually, my main thing, my biggest passion is absolutely Kobudo, Asayama Ichiden-ryu, and spreading it to the world and trying to achieve 7,000 students, you know? And when I was talking about this, so she was like, okay, so like all the students that you teach in your online lesson, are they like all from overseas? Like, yeah, my students are all from overseas. I speak English, you know, and that's kind of my duty. Yeah. And she was like, does your Ryuha have Japanese students? So like, yeah, of course we have Japanese students too. Yeah, I mean, all our online lessons right now we have about 150 students, and in Japan there's probably around a little less than 100. Yeah, so we have about more or less about 200 students in total. So of course online lessons have more people because there's all the countries around the world, right? Versus just Japan. So there's a lot more people in the online lessons. But she was like, so do you have any Japanese students? And of course I was like, of course we have Japanese students. And she was like, well, yeah, of course. I mean, if you're just spreading something overseas, you know, it's meaningless. You got to do it to Japanese people first. And I was like, I mean, like, yeah, of course we know about that, you know. I'm just doing what I'm good at, you know. I'm doing what people need me to do, and what my skills and my experiences would be best use of. That's why I'm the manager of our online lessons, and that's why I help my brothers and my sisters train in Asayama Ichiden-ryu, you know, because we need a bridge between the Japanese culture with the senseis, you know, to overseas the language. You know, we need bridges for language, we need bridges for culture, you know. Without these, it's really difficult to understand. There'll just be huge misunderstandings between people from different cultures. Different, we recently too in our online lessons, we've been discussing a couple of things like what kind of questions you can or cannot ask your sensei. And without a person who's right in the middle, standing right in the middle, explaining to both sides that the reason why this person asked these kind of questions, he has no ill intentions, and then I explain to the other side too, the reason why you can't ask these questions is because in Japanese culture, blah blah blah. And without this, there'd be just like, oh, my sensei was very mean. and he was just really, he just scolded me for no reason. And then, the sensei side would be like, this person doesn't know anything about Japanese culture, which is obvious. Why would you know? Like, how would you know? And it's the what should I say? The thing that's causing this isn't actually big at all. It's just like just a little bit of understanding that needs to be done. Yeah. But it's easy if I'm in the middle and everything can be solved. But without that, everything collapses. And it doesn't work out in the first place, right? Yeah. So that's why I'm here. And obviously, people who are better at explaining things in Japanese or have more skills in that, they are the ones in charge of that, And yeah, so this lady said to me, like, well, yeah, you got to teach Japanese people first, not just gaijin kind of thing, And I was like, yeah, like I dedicate my life to doing the stuff that I do. Yeah, like I know what I'm doing,
What is she doing?
I don't know. She was like a formal CA or something, but yeah. But anyways, I was like,
I just really can't understand why people can say about something to the thing they don't know.
Yeah, they're not even doing it. They just heard about it at that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know about anything like Kobudo.
Yeah.
First place. And they don't know about like online lesson, right?
Yeah, they never held online lessons before.
Yeah. They don't say held, but have it attend on something. Yeah, learning something online. And have you met some people like really dedicate their life to Japanese traditional culture at like as a foreigner, as a world any other country. Yeah, they don't know about this person. They haven't met this person, but she can say something to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I just can't understand.
Make the judgment.
Yeah, make the judgment
automatically. So I think it's just. But I was talking about this the other day with a gentleman from France who is an entrepreneur. He runs 2 businesses himself, 2 companies, and he's in his mid-20s. And I was kind of talking about this, something really similar. And he said that he had a lot of similar experiences too. Even though he knows what he's doing, and he has 2 successful companies that he runs, but there's people who are less successful, or less working hard than him, basically, who come up to him and tries to give him advice. Or, tell him that you're doing a great job, yeah, duh. I'm working 100 times more than you, kind of thing, And he said that he has a lot of similar experiences too. So I'd love to hear your experiences too, guys, by the way. Yeah. All right. It's 1:15 a.m. in the morning, by the way, in Japan now, so we definitely have to get going. Sorry, it was a very long episode today, but I hope you guys were enjoying the beautiful scenery of Nijo Castle and the collaboration with Naked. Guys, again, please let us know in the comments if you have any similar experiences. Yeah, I'm sure it's not just Kyoto in Japan. Yeah, I'm sure it's something that happens around the world too. People assuming you have something, people judging you in a certain way just because you are young, just because you've seen that you don't have that much experience yet. I guess something like that probably happens around the world too. So yeah, it'd be great if you can let us know about your experiences. Sometimes the things that we think is very Japanesey isn't that so much in the case. There's actually things that happen overseas too often as well. So it'd be great if you can let us know, guys. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. We'll talk to you again next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.